Dave Ramsey may just be keeping you financially stuck. Yes, I said it, basically the godfather of our generation, Dave Ramsey, who I do support in many ways, may be keeping you stuck. Here's the bottom line. Their plan is all about debt consolidation, snowballing the smallest debt to the biggest debt, baby steps, putting aside emergency funds. I love all those things, but everything in that system is intended to make sure when you're 65, 67, 75, 80, that then you can be financially free. Is that really the goal? Is that the American dream, is to become free when you're 70? What can you be doing now? What if there was a way that you could make money today, become financially free today, and still live for that retirement goals that you have at age 65 or 67? For me, get into a much deeper topic of, I don't really even believe in retirement as the ultimate goal. I want to live my life always abundantly and making impact always. And so it goes a lot further than that. But the bottom line is, if all we've been drinking, the Kool-Aid that we've been drinking in America is, especially in the Dave Ramsey world, is get out of debt, no debt, no debt, no debt, and put 10% away, put a little bit more towards your mortgage, which by the way is a death pledge. It's not what I recommend at all for the financial independence. But there's all of these kind of rules. And if you say anything against it, I can't even imagine the amount of people like, I can't believe Tyler's talking against. Listen, he is just a man. He's just an individual, again, who I respect and look up to in many ways, but it's not the only way to do things. And I'm a fan of the no consumer debt 100%. I'm a fan of an emergency fund. I'm a fan of building up your retirement and building up things to protect your family with insurance and stocks, bonds, and mutual funds and all those things. But I'm also a fan that you don't hear much about is private lending, where you hear about syndications and REITs and all these things, but what if there was a private lending opportunity where you can become in control? You're the debtor. You're literally the bank. As opposed to it being an equity deal, you're lending money out on these opportunities with a secure promissory note, and your name is in first position. Does that sound like something you've never heard about before? Do you know that those things are options for you? What normally happens is we give our money to the bank, which Dave Ramsey would say to do. Give your money for the mutual funds and CDs where you're gonna earn 4%, and they say you average 10% every 10 years, which is actually inaccurate, because if it goes down 10%, you're gonna make 20% back the next year just to get back to even. The bottom line is there's other opportunities out there, but the bank doesn't want you to know that. So let's stop for a moment. Where does the education actually come from? The education has come from the banks for the banks. Even if you look back from elementary school, middle school, high school, all those things, we were basically being bred, and here it goes on the conspiracy theory road for Tyler, but I think we've been bred to just be ready to go to W-2 jobs of, hey, the whole dream is to go find whatever your job's gonna be and work from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. That's the American dream. When you're 67, you can maybe get your Roth IRA out and you retire. But what life is that? What if God wants to start using you right now at age 27, 34, 54, 61? We can be doing things now by different tools, having access to your capital now, learning to use your equity now, not waiting till you retire, not waiting for those annuities to start coming in. But the bottom line is that education is coming from the top down for the institution. So that's been going on for a long time, but when people don't know there's a better way, the first thought is like, that's gotta be a scam. But I would like to tell you something, I even heard this at church recently, and I love this. What if we remained more curious as opposed to cynical? So if the first thought when you see this video is cynicism, there's no way this is true, he's not really trying to help people, what's the pitch? This is literally a free video intended to educate and help you, nothing else. That's all it is. So what if you remained curious? What if you're like, man, I wonder what he's talking about. What are the other opportunities? Well, the other opportunities include things like the private lending, solo 401ks, different type of syndication real estate deals, private money deals, private family offices. Do you know what private family offices are? So there's ways that we can get around the bank. And again, I've got a lot of banker friends and all that as well. But what if we could start giving you more control? So instead of all of us just going, okay, I've graduated high school, I've graduated college, or I went to college, maybe didn't go to college, whatever, and you ask your parents, now it's time to start saving money. What do? What do they tell you? They say, well, I got a financial advisor friend I've been using for 20 years. Go talk to Greg, go talk to Sam, go to whoever it is, go talk to Cindy. They just set you up with their financial advisor friend. And my goal in this is not to just push against or say that all financial advisors are bad. It's not that at all. I think there's many of you are fantastic people in every field. In most of those fields, you're gonna hear the same regurgitation of all the opportunities that they have. What is that? Cash value life insurance, whole life, variable, due term only, Dave Ramsey. There's all these things that we hear, and that's the way to do it, right? My financial advisor said with Fidelity or Charles Schwab or USAA, wherever you're at. Guys, the bottom line is, do you know you're paying for fees you don't realize you're paying for? Yes, you are. I actually have a tool through my company that's a statement analyzer, and we can show you exactly the amount of fees you're paying. And so we can look at this and go, hey, I know you think you're paying 0.25% or 1% or 2% on profits, all these things, but when you put your statement into this statement analyzer, that's an incredible AI built tool, it's gonna show you you're actually paying 3.5% or 4%. And then there's a custodial fee as well. So there's other things out there. But if we are starting from a point of cynicism, we never even learn about these opportunities because we think to ourselves, at least this is what I've seen with my clients. Well, my financial advisor didn't tell me about this. My accountant didn't tell me about this. My parents didn't tell me about this. Who educated them? It's all from the same institution. And so it's not that they're evil, it's not that they're bad, but we're just regurgitating what's been taught to us. But when you look at the wealthy, you look at people in our culture, big time entrepreneurs, which the most wealthy people in the world are entrepreneurs. It's not athletes, it's entrepreneurs. Why? Because they've learned a different way to skin a cat. So what I've done for the last literally 25 years is I ask questions. So to the T, I'm probably the most curious person you're ever gonna meet. I'm not thinking about just remaining skeptical. I'm going, okay, if they're doing it, how are they doing it? How did that person get to that level? Why did this work for them on social media? Why did this work for their business? How did they do that real estate deal? Guys, before I did my first real estate deal, I'm not kidding. I asked questions for probably 5 years straight. And I went to, in Louisiana, I lived there at the time. I went to every big time real estate person I could find. I went and took them out to coffee and I asked questions. I'm like, hey, how do you do your contracts? How do you find your tenants? How do you find your deals? What's the 1% rule? How do you determine your lease agreements? How do you determine, do you use a rental company or not? Do you do multifamily? Do you do single family? I asked a lot of questions because I was curious, and I knew that curiosity would lead me down a road of where the breadcrumbs led to, or people I wanted to be like, not to be them, but I'm seeing a lot better result in the traditional stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and life insurance. And so as I started going down that road, that's what led me towards the avenue of first lien HELOCs, which everybody, even when they say, oh, I know HELOCs, no, you don't. You know second lien HELOCs. There's opportunities out there where you can do a first lien HELOC, where we get rid of your mortgage completely and get that HELOC into a first home equity line of credit, which gives you the control, which gives you access to the equity. That's where we learned to become our own banker. That led to so many different avenues of me going, man, now that I have control, now that I have freedom, I can use my cash value life policy that I do have as well, traditional. I can loan it to myself and I can put it into another opportunity that's making more of a percentage than I loaned it to myself. That's called interest arbitrage. And so that road led me towards more curious conversations of asking entrepreneurs. And I'm like, man, you've made millions in real estate. Will you show me how you did this? I remember a man, he had 77 properties. I spent the whole day with him and asking him, picking his brain left and right. The point of this is, if you just go to your financial advisor or you just go to your CPA, you're gonna be led down the same road that everyone is led down. And I will say this, it's not that it can't work, but you're living for a later that might never happen. So I don't want to be like, well, I can retire when I'm 65 or 70. Again, not even being a fan of retirement. But if that's the goal, I'm not even promised to live to 45 or 55. I don't know what's promised. I know I have today in this moment. What am I doing with today? And so if I wait to get access to all the capital I've worked hard for, all the hours I've worked hard for, and it's all trapped, stuck in my house and it's dead money, or it's stuck in a CD, or it's stuck in mutual funds, or it's stuck in IRA, and I can't touch any of it, I'm living for something that might never happen. And so what if we open the floodgates? What if we began to get control? That's where I believe financial freedom takes place. So if tomorrow we said you had access to all the equity in your home, and you had access to what you built up in your 403B or 401ks or traditional IRAs, and we were just out there throwing it away, that'd be the most unwise thing we can do in the world. So what our company does is we educate you on becoming a specialist with your money and utilizing it like a bank. So now, instead of going to a bank and going, hey, I get that high yield savings I saw that was 2.7%. What if you had the control over it and had entities where you could earn, 10+%, 8+%, or 15, whatever it is, you could earn a higher percentage on your money. Would you do that? Would you take the time to do that? The problem that I see is most people don't want to take the extra time, but we will spend years whining, complaining, saying, how did they down the street do this? Or I don't know how so-and-so does this. It's because there are non-traditional opportunities out there. There's different ways to skin the cat, but we have to remain curious. And so my challenge to you would be to remain curious, to remain open, not just to go down the same path you've heard everybody else. Let me give you an example. If you were to go to your bank right now and they say, hey, we got this really good money market that you can earn 3.5% on. Guys, I've been a part of these. Or a CD that you can earn 4.5, or man, it's a killer rate at 5% right now. But your money will be trapped for the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 1 year, whatever it is. Whenever your money's trapped, it means you do not have control. We want to teach people to get back in control of their money. And all this requires a little bit of effort on your part. Instead of staying in that trap mindset or staying in that, man, things are so hard, it's not working, we feel stuck. Well, I know we have aspirations to retire one day. We want to start getting you in control now. We want to start getting you back on top, where you feel educated, where you feel empowered, where you feel like, hey, I know what I'm doing. I'm not just following what everyone else is doing, and I'm learning this new opportunity. So that's some of the things that we educate you on inside of Hennessy Consulting is, hey, there's other avenues, other options out there as opposed to stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and life insurance. That's what you hear from everybody. And guys, when you go talk to your life insurance advisor, they say, telling you is not true, please have them come jump on a Zoom call with me. I would love to respectfully confront them as well. When they're saying what I'm saying is not true, I'd love to just show them, hey, I'm actually showing math and I'm showing statistics and I'm showing contractual promissory notes that I've been using myself. So nothing that I offer have I not done personally, have I not vetted personally, have I not seen the result from personally. So I can back all of it up. Can they back up the proof of, hey, Jan and Steven or whatever your name is what you're doing working for you now? Or is everything a later? And don't get me wrong, there is wisdom, tons of wisdom in being patient now and laying roots now and laying seeds now for harvest later. I'm all about that. But what if you could do both? What if you could be putting money in your retirement for later, but also having access and control now? How could that change the game for you? Can you please catch that? That's a big deal right there. Right now, most every American I talk to has no control. Even people I talked to yesterday, he has $1.8 million and has no access to it, no control over it. And I'm like, I can help you get control over this. He's like, no, my financial advisor said. I'm like, no, your financial advisor is wrong. No, your mortgage broker is wrong. I'm sorry, but they are. They specialize in their individual field. You know what that financial advisor specializes in? Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and making money off of you, percentages off of you. Are telling you to put in whatever life insurance policy he gets another point off of. We specialize in alternative assets, alternative non-traditional opportunities that are actually go against the grain. These are things that we've vetted out and met specific people and developed relationships with and said, how do you do this? Because we remain curious. Can you please show us how you do this so we can offer this to our clients? And after years of vetting and years of making sure it works and years of being like, this is a trusted partner, now people become a client of ours. We give them access to those partnerships. And so we're seeing our people not only accelerate retirement, but accelerate passive cash flow, accelerate their opportunity. What that does is their whole mindset changes. Now they're not just going, well, Dave Ramsey said that we can't do anything for the next 7 years. Here's the next 7 baby steps. All right, can't spend a dime. We're not going out to eat. Rice and beans only. We're not getting any extra things for groceries. All these things that limit. The discipline in that for someone who's a horrible spender, I agree with. If you're someone who every time you get paid goes and buys a new thing, then you need Dave Ramsey. He'd be the first person I send you to. You got to get out of debt. You got to get a new mindset. We got to make sure we're not just spending everything that we have. But if you're there, you're not even ready to have the conversations that we have with our clients, which is about becoming your own bank. The art of leverage, giving you full control. So you can stay in the traditional mindset and go, this is what my parents did and their parents did and their parents did and they're all fine. Well, great. I'm not even trying to convince everyone to do this. I'm wanting to get the information out there that there's other opportunities that I believe are better for people, frankly. And so if you love your system, stay in your system. But if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling like nothing is working, we would love to help you. Or you're someone who's like, hey, it's working, but I'm really intrigued by the private lending or like the family offices you've talked about. Can my money go to work for there? Absolutely. Have you heard of a self-directed IRA where you can actually move even your qualified funds, your 403b, 401k, IRAs, any of those things, we can move them over tax-free and you now gain control over it. Your financial advisor is not going to want to hear this. You know what happens? When your funds move, now they're not getting the percentage off of that anymore. So what we battle on, it's become like comical for us, right? Hey, just a heads up, your financial advisor is not going to like this at all. So we make sure our clients are aware of that because that's what's going to happen. But we want to give you all the information we can, not try to force you down some road that you don't want to go down, but we listen to you. We're like, what is your goals? That's one of the first things I ask every client. What is your goal? Are you trying to pay your home off faster? Are you looking for more passive cash flow? Are you looking for help with retirement? Do you need help with debt consolidation? These are things we ask to give them our version of baby steps to get them back in the driver's seat, as opposed to just riding in the passenger seat forever and going, can't wait till we get there in 25 years, 30 years, it's gonna be awesome. We don't know that that's gonna happen. And so we wanna be in control today. We are not promised tomorrow. That's not a doomsday mentality, but we want to live, I wanna live today. And I wanna make sure I'm maximizing today. And that's what we try to teach our clients to do is regain control, help you pay your homes off faster, put you in the driver's seat, become your own bank, learn how to leverage it properly, learn about how consumer debt kills you, but there is a good debt that we can utilize to help maximize your profits, get into private lending opportunities, put you on the first trust deed, and many more opportunities. So that's what we like to do. So if you keep on going, maybe asking your banker friend or going to the bank and you keep hearing no, or we don't do that, that's not real, that's a scam, we are here to help you. We would love to talk to you and show you another way, what I believe is a better way. You can keep going down the same road and being like, this isn't working, or you can remain curious, reach out. All it asks you to do is look at the link in the description, click on the link, book a free call with us, and we will assess where you currently are and see how we can help you. That's what my team is trained to do, and it's gonna be a much different approach than you've dealt with in the past. I can promise you that, because we're not coming at you from a financial advisor standpoint, we're coming at you from a consulting standpoint of being a good steward, how to maximize your profits, how to think differently, and again, how to put you in the driver's seat so you can maximize your ability to do the best you can with what you've been given. Hope you you got something out of this video. I can't wait to see you on the next one. Take care.